Hi, it's Scott Langford. I wanted to take you on a little time travel journey through great queer myths of antiquity. And partly because it's a 12-week course, we're only going to read one example. It's a Greek example. I didn't want you to think that I was not aware, and I certainly didn't want you to be unaware that there were not many, many others, including many that go back even further than Plato and Socrates in roughly the 400 BCE era. For example, here's a book about queer myths, symbols, and spirit that reaches around the globe and through virtually every culture. Goes back at least 2,500 years. Perhaps the best known and most powerful example I could show you is this book, Gilgamesh. This is considered the first written text in the world. And it has at the center of it a queer love story between two men. And it's passionate and crazy and beautiful. And it's at the heart of most sacred texts in the West, including the Judeo-Christian tradition. You can read more about that, but not in this course, not right now. Here also is Love Songs of Sappho, the famous lesbian poet from the island of Lesbos, from which we get the word lesbian. This is 600 BC, so it's 2,600 years old. Oof. And of course it draws on the amazingly gender-bending, same-sex loving myths of the Greeks. The one that we're going to read is Plato's Symposium, which describes a real drinking party and also philosophy festival. They went together in 416 BC. 416 BC, that's 2,400 years ago. And Plato's telling the story of his teacher Socrates having a contest at the drinking party to see who can give the best speech about love. And there's a whole range of these speeches, including Socrates. But the most famous is the one we're going to read, which is Aristophanes' speech. Aristophanes was the great Greek dramatist. And he makes up a myth that was not part of Greek culture, which you will see has everything to do with the origin of gender, and which you will find as a rock song in Hedwig and the Angry Inch.